Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our free-to-play Guild Wars series. So basically last time we ended, we got this Tagatl grounds. I butcher names, so I'm sorry. So we got this, talked to the chief. Apparently he does not want to talk to us right now, and we have a lot more that we need to discover. And I mean, we do have story quests, but we aren't going to do that yet. I want to get more of this stuff taken care of. So I think we're going to save the underwater stuff until like it's the last thing we have to worry about. So I'm thinking about coming over here and kind of exploring the mainland here and then probably going north and clearing the rest of this out. Just because, you know, and of course we'll have like the random points of interest and stuff, but I want to save the water stuff for the very end. Looks like there's the toxic spider there. That actually might be a good idea. Let's jump over here. See if we can get down there before they kill it. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but we're going to try. Man, the music in this game is just, oh, so good. I love it. Kind of just like, a lot of it has a lot of calming tones. And I think that really helps, especially anybody who, you know, can't focus very well. I think it really does help. But it is by far one of my favorite things about this game is it's just so good. That person, I guess, is almost dead. I don't know if defeating this person is going to really be necessary, but we're going to just... I think they had loot. Yes, they did. Heck yeah. Alright. Continue on. So we have the toxic spider queen down here. Oof, they haven't really done anything to the queen yet. Let's see if we can help this bad boy out who's down. Let's see if I can get him up real quick. Always help your fellow players if you can, guys. Always, always. Oh boy. And we're gonna... Oh, I messed up my heal, but that's fine. If you have enough people on here, we shouldn't have to worry about that. Alright, nice. And we got some Lunar New Year stuff. Heck yeah. Very nice. Get some luck, even though we probably aren't gonna save it. It's always a good idea to have some on your side, you know? Alright. I don't have a salvage kit on me right now either. That's kind of annoying. Swap these over like that. Oh, it dropped loot too. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, backpack. Nice. Ooh, an onyx shard. Nice. Not too shabby. This is a lot better than what we have on right now. We're going to equip that. That one we will get rid of at some point. We can't use that yet. Apparently this requires, or no, we just can't use it in our profession, period. Let's go ahead and snag this. Next time, that boss, if we have the timing right, we could teleport here instead of having to, run here. Oh, snagged by a tree branch. Another thing I like about this game is it's just, it can be very humorous. I love it. I actually am kind of glad we got an onyx shard though, because that'll be good for crafting later. And I know that being a free-to-play person is a lot more difficult whenever it comes to crafting, because you kind of have to have an excess of certain things. So I would definitely recommend, if you have time to go and gather things, always do that so that you don't have to worry about it. And if you do get a chance to, because I think the Wizard's Vault, you can get some stuff in there for free. I think if... Because I know that they have bag slots right now. I don't know if we can hit level 80 if we'll actually get that or not. But we might be able to. But I don't know. I think we have like 90 days or something, or close to 90 days before the season ends. But I can't even look at it right now, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I do want to come down here though, before we get attacked. There we go. And the expansions are on sale right now, guys. So if you want to grab expansions, I would do it now. I think, I don't know if the Steam page has it up or not. Let me verify that real quick. Store page. I don't know if Steam has them on sale. Oh yeah, they do right now. You can get the starter pack, which I think is... I want to say the starter pack is both Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns, if I remember correctly. Looks like... starter pack. Oh, you get some decent goodies, though. Let's see. Supercharges. Okay, so yeah, I think that the starter pack is both the first expansion, Heart of Thorns, and then Path of Fire, the second expansion. Because it says, you know, you get your Raptor Mount, of course. You get gliding, which is super convenient. Extra conveniences, you get upgraded bag slot expansions, of course. And this includes a bag slot expansion and a 28 slot Black Lion satchel. So you get an additional bag slot. That's awesome. We didn't get that whenever we were purchasing these things back in the day. I think maybe the like deluxe editions might have, but I don't know. Let's see. A total makeover kit. That's cool. Converts free accounts to core accounts with 3 more character slots. So you get 3 more character slots as well, which is really nice. Let's see. So it's just the Raptor Mountain gliding. Can also be unlocked by purchasing the Path of Fire and Heart of Thorn expansions. Okay, so I don't know. Is this? Okay, so this is literally just unlocks a few things. So this doesn't actually give you those expansions. Okay. So the one you are looking for is the Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire expansion. So that starter kit is kind of just like making you into a core account, so you don't have all the restrictions. So with that being said, like the restrictions that we have now, like we can't do hero classes and things like that, Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire would open those up for you, as well as giving you those the content to play in. And right now, $17.99, 40% off on the expansions actually is not bad. I would actually recommend snagging this if you guys have the ability to, because that's going to make it really convenient. If you can get the entirety of the Elder Dragon Saga, though, right now it's 24% off, $75.97. I would definitely recommend that. If you can't get it, that's fine. I definitely, at a minimum, would get Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, though, because those two are going to be the big game changers for you. The Living World DLC, of course, as a free player, you get Season 1. You get no others unless you pay for them. And the Elder Dragon Saga actually gives you all of the content up to End of Dragon. So you get all of the Living World Season 1 or Season 2 through 5, because you get one for free. And then you also get both the expansions, Path of Fire, or Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and you also get the End of Dragon. So basically you get 3 expansions with a whole bunch of additional content in between. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is such a good deal. I would probably, if you can't afford to do that right now, I mean, you could buy them individually as you go if you wanted to. But if you can't afford all of it, I would probably wait. I think Black Fridays, they always do a really, really good sale. And I think you can get it for 50% off. So if you can't afford it right now, save up $50 towards Christmas time, and I would definitely think that they'll do another 50% off for it, because it is a very good deal. But if you can afford to get Heart of Thorns and Path of Fire, that's still a lot of content. And if there is another deal, it should be it should actually give you a discount on the total if you have it through Steam. This account is through Steam, so that's the only reason why I'm going through Steam for the amount that you would have to pay to unlock them. I don't know if this is, yeah, okay. So that is a discoverable. I have a scout here. I don't know if he's gonna show anything good. Okay, so it shows that we already know. Scouts are very important, so don't forget to talk to your scouts, especially if you're having a hard time finding something. Talk to the scout. Normally they'll show you something on the map that isn't identified. Because even whenever I've gone through it, I've cleared entire maps before. Like if you take like Queensdale, for instance, like I've cleared areas before, and then I have one thing, like one point of interest or one heart that isn't on the map, and if you go talk to the scouts, you actually can find it. It's really cool. Right. Don't think there's anything discoverable. Just left this person here. What the heck, man? I know it's an NPC, but still, it's free experience, guys. Just saying, free experience. Never give up free experience, guys. At least that's my opinion on it. If I see, like, especially for the heart quests, if there's anything that you can do whenever there are NPCs lying around, try to get one up and look and see if the heart quest actually gives you any experience towards completing the quest. And if it does, then you can just go around and get free experience by rezzing them. And on top of completing the heart quest, gives you a whole bunch of experience as well. I would say one of the other cool things to do is try to get lion chest keys, black lion chest keys. You can get some from the Wizard's Vault, and once we hit level 80, we'll probably see that. And you can actually get permanent tools through the trader, but the Wizard's Vault has a lot of really good things. Like right now, as I said, they did a rework. You can get black lion chest keys through it. And what you want to do is whenever you open the chest, you get these little statuettes. They're called, I think it's just a black lion statuette. I can't remember exactly. But those, I think you need 45 of them, and you can select between 2 right now at the vendor. And one of them is the Repotrons, which kind of look like these guys. I think I might be able to see if they're in here. I don't know for sure. The wardrobe tools. Okay, so I can't even see them because I don't have them. Dang it. And I don't have one of those. Well, I don't know. They might be in here. Can I search for tools? Where are utility gathering tools? Here we go. So I know that the Repotrons, these guys. So this is really cool. I absolutely love these little guys. They're just so cute. But you can actually get these as just from opening black lion chests and getting those statuettes. And I think it's really cool that they allow you to do that. I don't know as a free player if you can get those. I don't know if they're technically locked or not, but if they aren't, that's awesome. It's something that I'm going to strive to get, is the unlimited tools, because it's hard to, you know, be able to gather enough resources whenever you're using standard tools. It's kind of just a pain more so than anything. And of course, our limited inventory space. So if I can access the Wizard Vault, because I'm not sure if I can. If I can, though, I'm definitely going to be going after like the increased inventory. And you can only get 1 per season, but I think they're going to do it continuously. I don't think they're only going to have it as a one-off. But you'll get 1 inventory expansion, which you can only use once per character. So if you use it, like if I use it on this character, I can't use it on another character because it's not account-wide, it's character bound basically. So if I use it on this character with the inventory, it'll open this slot and I'll be able to throw another bag in there, which will be good. That jumpstart bonus for the 28 slot bag, just for that, I think that that's actually a really, really good thing. But I know some people aren't going to want to spend like I think it's like $14 or $15 right now with the sale. If you have the extra money to do that, that's actually not a bad price for some of the stuff you're getting, but it isn't really great. I would probably recommend, if you can go for the expansions, do that, because I think that it unlocks bag slots for you with that. But like if I jump off here, I have no way of like gliding, sadly, so I just have to take the hit to my life. All right, let's get this. Okay, so this one's kind of cool. I actually really think this is one of my favorite heart quests to do in the game. So you take the gourd, and then you go to the water and you fill it up. So you just stand here until it fills up. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, we got it. And then you gotta run around and find like this person with the little icon above their head, the little poison icon, and then you just throw water on them. You gotta run back, get some more water. You do it to the next one. One of my favorite quests, and I don't know why. I think it's because you're interacting with the environment. I think that's probably why. I always found that games that do that really, you know, speak to me. Not just as a gamer, but just as, you know, somebody who wants things to be like accurate. Because whenever you have to like go put out a fire, you find a bucket of water on the ground, and then you just go and you can continuously throw buckets of water onto fire, and it's like, I probably wouldn't have that much water in this bucket. But that's one of my favorite things about Guild Wars. It actually feels like a living, breathing world. And I wish more people would give it a chance. I know the combat isn't the best. I actually prefer the combat more than most of the other games I played. But the combat isn't the best. I can admit that. I like it, but it's not the best. And then whenever you look at like the movement, I think that the movement animations are really good. And the graphics, not top tier by any means, but I feel like they aren't cartoony. They're very stylized, but they're not cartoony, which is what I like about it. And don't get me wrong, like World of Warcraft has cartoony graphics. It's a good game, but I'm just not an advocate for World of Warcraft, and it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it went in a direction that I didn't like. Especially whenever you have to retcon your own game. I feel like that's not what you want to portray to your players. You want to, you know, make a game that speaks to your players, and they did that originally, and even up until I think Wrath of the Lich King, and then Cataclysm kind of was the turning point in my opinion. I'm not saying Cataclysm was bad by any means. You know, the game's still good. It's just not my cup of tea. But I'm also one of those people that if I don't have to worry about paying for a game, I'm not going to. I would actually love to do a playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, but there's so much story content in that it would almost be impossible to do that. Especially since I am back to working a full-time job and I don't have a whole lot of excess time with being a dad and everything. So I try to make these videos as much as I can in my spare time, but I don't really have a whole lot of spare time anymore. But that's another thing, you know, I'm trying to make content for all of you guys because I know you would appreciate it. And so I mean, I guess I'm just kind of doing a little bit of a rant while I'm getting some stuff done here, but let's see. We got some more water. There we go. But yeah, I think if more people give it a chance, they'd probably really like it. I absolutely love the leveling system. I like that everything you do basically gives you experience. I think that's just awesome. On top of, you know, everything scales with your level at a lower end. So like if I'm a higher than, you know, the area I'm in, like right now I'm scaled down to level 23, even though my character's level's 37. And I just appreciate the, you know, effort that the developers put into this game. And I am an avid fan of Guild Wars 1. It was basically my World of Warcraft. So anytime I get to play Guild Wars 1, I just love it. And I'm so glad the developers are actually able to do some things. You know, they just did an update to the skills. I think they fixed some of the skill issues that we've been having with Guild Wars 1. And, you know, I'm going to admit I haven't played Guild Wars 1 in a while. And whenever like all the new stuff came out for Reforged, I was super psyched. I made a video and I just was so excited. I didn't even read all of the information that came with it. And I just threw up a video because I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then I just, you know, it kind of was one of those things that, and I was like, I'm just going to throw this to the wayside and just get rid of it because I don't want to have any misinformation about one of my favorite games. So that's why if you were looking for that video, it does not exist on YouTube anymore. I basically removed it. But yeah, I think that if you have the money right now to be able to purchase Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns, I would definitely do that. Make sure you don't get the starter pack unless it's something you want. I would check and see everything, because basically all it's going to give you is a few items that are kind of nice to have. The backpack is really nice, not gonna lie, 28 slots. But it basically just turns your account into a core account instead of a free account. Or, yeah, instead of a free account. But if you buy the expansions, you should get boosted into an expansion account. You should, I believe it unlocks 2 bag slots per character. I don't know if the core does, I think it does though. So either one you buy, I think you should get additional bag slots. And then you'll be able to use the glider and the raptor with the starter pack, but you won't unlock the expansion. So if you're going to pay about the same amount anyway, I would definitely recommend going for the expansions, just because you're going to have a lot more content to play through, and that's going to unlock your mastery system, which is super, super important, even for core people. Even if you don't want to go into the expansion content, you just want to stay in Corteria, it's still super important. And it allows you to basically build legendaries a lot easier, because you're going to have access to more areas. So if you wanted to do that, you could. And then, of course, raiding. You'll be able to do raiding, which is really cool because they just added the quick play feature for raiding, which at some point in time, I'm sure we'll go and check that out. Karma boosters, speed boosters, or rejuvenation. I'm going to snag rejuvenation because that is one you do not have for a long time. Oh, nice. I've got some stuff there. I'm just going to consume this. There we go. I might want to actually move that. Oh, the rain. I love the sound of the rain. They do really good with the sounds. The ambient sounds in Guild Wars 2 are just top tier. I think Guild Wars 1 had a really good system for it as well. Alright, let's see if we have anything else up here. Toxic seedling. I don't know if that... Oh, there's a... Whatchamacallit, it's over here. I don't think I can get into that way. I don't know how to get into this one. I can't remember. I think this is just like a dead end area. think I have to go around and either drop in, or there's another thing that we can do. We're gonna see. Oh, I don't think that it's gonna let us jump onto that. Yep, definitely not. I tried. Somebody just asked if you have to do all the heart quests. If you aren't sure, here's the thing. No zone in the game has to be completed 100%. So the biggest thing that I like about Guild Wars 2 is you don't have to be focused on doing everything. The only reason I do it is because A, it helps with leveling. B, you don't have to go back and try to discover more stuff in a zone. But I mean, if there's an absolute zone that you just cannot stand, you do not want to be in, don't worry about it. Just skip through it. Don't like, you know, make yourself sick of a specific area just because of that. I just find it very comforting and soothing to just run around, just do everything. That way, if I don't want to come back to a zone, I don't have to. And I think that that's probably my favorite thing about it, is you have so much freedom to kind of just do whatever you want in the game. Whereas a lot of other games kind of just try to push you as fast as possible to endgame. Guild Wars 2 doesn't do that to you, which is something I absolutely love. You just take your time, do what you want, you know? That. There we go. And it's just one of those things, like, whenever I look at, like, Guild Wars 1, they did a really good job with the way that they did the leveling. The Prophecies campaign was very slow, and then whenever it came to Guild Wars Factions and Nightfall, they sped it up, and I think that Nightfall probably has a better setup, especially because you get heroes. But I definitely recommend anybody who's playing it to go through Prophecies first, just because there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of quests. There's a lot of skills you can get from those quests. But I think the biggest reason is because it's just an experience in its own right. And it's the only version of it's the only campaign in the game that actually has a starting zone that nobody else can ever go to. Unless you play one of the core professions and nobody else can go to the pre-searing. And the pre-searing is probably one of the most beautiful areas in any game I've ever played, bar none. Like, I don't think there's a single game that does it better. And it's cool because they actually added some additional things to it. So whenever whenever they set up Reforged, we had so many good things happening with Reforged, so many players coming back and everything, that we actually got more things put into place. So now we have like an Iron Man mode. I think there's a hardcore mode. Like, there's just so much cool stuff now. Did I do everything down here? I think I did. Oh, I didn't do those, but that's fine. There is a heart quest here. I'm gonna teleport up here. I'm gonna run south. I hope I don't die. I should be fine. Slide. Meow. Alright, cool. I don't know what the heart quest is, though. Oh, there's another spot over there. I have to go get the, Oh, there's another player. Hello. Flesh wave. Hello. Okay. Oh, snap. You're getting attacked. I got you, buddy. You're welcome, Nevi Keel. Saved his life. I probably could have saved his life, too, but I don't know. Alright, let's get over here. So, I think I stated it last video. I can't remember if it was last video or not. Tower of Nightmares is technically tied to Season 1 of The Living World. And for anybody new who hasn't seen any content, The Living World basically was Guild Wars' version of, like, in-game live events that were only supposed to happen once and never again. And after they kind of discontinued Season 1, everybody was like, I really hope you don't do it again, because that took away content that we could have played. And it took them, I don't even know how long before they could actually get it back into the game. And I'm so happy they did, because a lot of people that weren't really playing Guild Wars at the time, like I had a laptop that couldn't play it at all. And I was trying to play it and it was rough. So I understand the pain of not being able to play games. And I literally could not play Guild Wars 2. I really wanted to, but I mean, I was running at like 20 frames a second. And anytime I'd get into combat, it would dip even lower and I would freeze and stutter. And I was like, yeah, there's just no way. So I was like, I guess I'll come back to it, and I totally forgot about it for years. And then I finally came back after the first or second, after the first expansion dropped. I got back into the game. I didn't have the expansion though. I was still trying to level up my characters and just go through and do stuff. And then it got to the point where Path of Fire dropped, and I was like, oh, mounts, that's really cool. I'm gonna get this expansion. So I bought the twin pack whenever it went on sale for $15. And this, I mean, this was probably, I want to say it was around Icebrood Saga is whenever I came back, or a little bit before. It was whenever they were doing the Season of Dragons, basically, which is a whole bunch of achievements that you can complete to unlock the legendary necklace, which I still haven't completed on my main account, but we're not going to talk about that. But that is by far one of the coolest things. It is a little difficult. I do want to join a guild that could help me get through it. I think that'd be really fun. But I know that that's probably going to take some time as well. So I'm not like super worried about it right now. But I mean, at some point in time, it'll be really cool if I can get a community going in Guild Wars 2 that would like to go and do some of that content. I think that'd be really fun. Because then all of us could get our necklaces, you know? All of us could actually go and get our legendary, and then if anybody else needs it, you know, in the future, we can always be like, oh, yeah, totally help you with that. Just, you know, because it's always good to help people. Even if it's, like, rough and difficult and everything, which, I mean, I know it's probably not difficult, and I could probably do a lot of it myself, but aside from being a lazy gamer, I get distracted a little too much, so I kind of need other people there to keep me focused on what I need to do. Don't get me wrong, I am a lazy gamer. Like, I totally am okay with being carried through content, but I try to help with the content as much as I can. So, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I basically am okay being carried. I would prefer to know how to do things, but like even with the raids, with like the quick play raids, quick description of, hey, this is what we need to do, and I'm like, oh, that's actually a lot easier than I thought it'd be. And there was one I did, I can't remember for sure. I want to say it was the Old Court or something. It's with the 3 bosses. One's green, I think one's blue. It's a green, blue, and red, I think. And they kind of look like these flying, almost forged kind of characters. And I had no idea. I'd never done it before. I was like, this is kind of wacky. So, you know, we're going through all of it, and we wiped like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. So I was like, sorry guys, I gotta go. So I left. Next day I come in and I get sent into the same one. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't think we're going to get this done. Because, you know, a lot of inexperienced people, you know, we're just getting into raiding. You know, I haven't been able to get into the raiding period. I think I did 1 raid and it was a training raid, and we didn't even get to finish defeating the final boss. So we did a whole raid wing. Took about an hour and a half, and we never killed the final boss. We basically had to end because a lot of people had to go. For whatever reason, you know, and I'm okay with that. Everybody has a life. But I was like, I have no idea, like, and I didn't realize how crazy raids were. Like, raids are way different in this game than they are in a lot of other games. And it's not like they're bad or anything, it's just they're different. And it's okay that they're different. But I had no idea that, you know, a lot of the content was the way that it was gonna be. Like, there's a lot of things you do, and I don't really like the whole concept of everybody having to stack, especially if, like, you're a range character. If you're an elementalist or a ranger, you really don't want to stand right next to the boss. But that's the way that the community is set up. That's the way that things just kind of play out. But I would love to see a community of people that are like, okay, we're going to run the mechanics, but we're going to do it differently so that we aren't all stacked in the same spot. Even though it's, like, the most effective way, let's actually play it the way that, you know, the developers probably wanted it to be played. Okay, what am I doing here? Clear tower debris to rescue Coggins, kill predators. I guess I'm opening some cages as well. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was a vista down here. I love vistas. Oh my goodness. I think this is the last one we need too. Oh, love the scenery. Always so good. Oh, the crate cages. Oh my goodness. destroy some of the debris. I don't even know. Oh, I was like, I don't even know how much damage I'm able to do to these things. Debris is kind of just annoying. You can't burn the debris, really? Oh, I guess underwater, I guess it's fair. I didn't think about it. We have a lot of crab cages around, or crab traps. So I'm gonna see if I can snag these. Hopefully I don't end up with a mob that wants to eat my face. A lot of sharks over here too. Oh my gosh, look at him! Look at him swim! Alright. So crab trap. Burp. Just a hermit crab. Oh, there's a shark there. I don't want to fight with you, shark. Another crab trap here. Basically anything that doesn't involve me fighting, I'm down for. And it's not that I don't like combat, as I said, but underwater combat is a little rough, especially whenever you don't have good underwater gear. I think they said that there's a legendary mask you get in the latest expansion in the Visions of Eternity, but I'm not sure. I've just barely broken into it, which is funny because I've barely broken into Janther Wilds, and I've kind of gotten a little bit into Secrets of the Obscure. So like the last few expansions, I just have no real desire to want to go through. And it's not that I don't think they're good, but it's because I literally just haven't thought about it. And because, you know, I've been working on like my Seasons of Dragons, all the content previous to those expansions I've been trying to get done, because my masteries, I don't even have all of like Icebrood Saga completed yet. Like I just finished the story, which is cool, but I haven't completed all of the challenges to get all of my mastery points yet. So I'm still like in the process of getting all that stuff done. I think I have all the maps explored on my warrior. I know I don't have all of them explored on my ranger yet. My ranger is kind of like, it was my original character, and then I deleted him, and then I remade him because I didn't like certain things about him, not only like the character himself, because I didn't realize that there were makeover kits in the game because I'm a potato. So totally forgot there were makeover kits and everything, and then by the time I like learned of all that, I had already remade him, and it kind of sucks because he was like one of my original characters, same as my rogue. My thief, sorry, not rogue. My thief I had since the very beginning. That was actually my very, very first character, and I didn't really care for the thief back then because I just didn't really like the initiative system. I thought it was a little weird and wonky. But the funny thing is, it wasn't wonky. I was just, you know, not able to play it effectively because of all the issues that I had while trying to play it on a computer that couldn't run it. So that was kind of my bad. But definitely think that now, like after I've been able to play it, and you know, I've learned a lot of cool stuff about the thief and everything. The thief is probably one of my favorite classes. Very fun in PvP. I'm really bad at PvP, but it's fun in PvP. I think the Guardian is probably just my overall favorite character because I've always played paladins in a lot of the games that I played. That's always like my go-to class. So if there's a paladin-esque kind of character, that's what I want to play. And the big thing that's cool about Guild Wars 2's Guardian class is it literally is just, you know, it's just so good. Just gonna grab those. Let's see if these are better than mine. Oh my goodness, they are. Do I have a staff still? Oh, I have to get out of the water for that, unless I go here, equipment. So this staff is 284. That one's a lot better. Yep, so we're gonna go with that. There we go. I've got the big one on there. And we have some bags to open, so we'll just open these. Get rid of all that. That's a focus. Nice. Then we're going to take our salvage kit and just salvage that stuff. Get rid of that. Use our luck. I know that the whole luck festival is going on right now. You guys don't have to worry about wasting your luck like I do. I'm just doing it because as a brand new account, I kind of need to get some of these things done. All right, so there is one over here we're going to go snag. And yes, teleporting does cost a little bit of money, and that's kind of why I teleport around, is because it isn't super expensive. And I think we're at 4 gold so far. And I don't see us spending that money because we can't use the auction house anyway. so it's not like we're gonna like miss out on anything. I come over here, so we're gonna go and snag the stuff that's up here next. Probably just run back over there this way to make it easy. And then after we snag those two, we'll try to figure out where our other point of interest is, because we have one more point of interest here and 2 hearts, and 1 heart's here, and this is our last hero point that we need from over here. So let's snag that stuff real fast. Oh boy, all the raptors. Clear burrows, kill hostile Ettins. Oh, this one is actually underneath here. So above here we have our hero point challenge, which is going to be up here. And then below us we have one of the most interesting heart quests that you can do. I think the one that I absolutely hate the most is the stealth one that is over, I want to say it's in Blaze Ridge Mountains or Blaze Ridge Steps. There's one over here where you have to like sneak through a camp, but like there's so many NPCs that can like spot you. You have to kind of traverse through and like grab the flags. And that is the one that I absolutely cannot stand. I feel like that needs reworked so bad, just because it's not fun. It's just kind of annoying. Like if they made it more fun, I think it'd be different, but they don't, sadly. So all right, so let's see where our other point of interest is, if we can see it. Okay, so we cannot see it, so it's hidden. Let's see if we have anything on the map that is not. Okay, so there's the other hero or heart container or heart point. Heart container. Gosh, I've been thinking about Zelda too much apparently. That's funny. Are you getting attacked? That's weird. Okay. Let's see. Because this had one, that had one, this had one. Was this supposed to have one? I feel like there should be another one somewhere over here. Maybe here. Let's check. I guarantee you I'm going to be pushed into another one. Oh, no. Okay. I thought for sure this one would have one, just because this is like one of the odd noodles. Maybe it's in this cave actually. Let's just jump in, see what happens. Got to swim over there anyway, so might as well just get it going. I kind of wish that like you could have an actual ship instead of just a boat and actually have some seafaring stuff. I think that'd be really interesting. That might just be my my Valheim experience coming out. Always thought that the ocean was really interesting, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that could happen in games with the ocean. And I know I want to say Arcade did really good with some of that stuff. But veteran, wonder if I can just kind of. Oh. Oh boy. This is the fun part about Guild Wars 2, is the combat can be crazy. Yarg. That's also kind of why I'm trying to like use my dodge rolls correctly and not be too hasty on trying to use them, because sometimes it can just be a complete and utter pain. Oh, he's got him. Yeah. I don't know if killing the grubs does anything. Killing the Ettins helps a lot though, because I mean that's like a lot of the bar just from one Ettin, so it's not too bad.
I could outrun a centaur.
Pow, there we go. Try to damage him while I'm here. Up there. I don't think I need to worry about healing. Aha! I love that. That's just so good. Oh man. Alright. Like we got both of those done. Now it's going to be a little easier to get through like the burrows and stuff. This is probably one of the most interesting ones because you get turned into a pig and you get to go look for truffles. I think that's really cool. Alright, so I think you have to talk to the frog person. Help you. Wait, pig magic. Then you just turn into a pig. And then I think it's male, or is it forage? I don't think it's forage. I think that you're just supposed to press enter. There we go. Okay, and then that comes out. And now you gotta pick up the truffle. Run away! Gotta deliver the truffle. There we go. You gotta come back. Record's day! Oh, there's another truffle there. Oh, I need to be a pig. Need to be a pig. Make me a pig. Make me a pig. Oh, no, come on. Need the other truffle. Need the other truffle. Yeah. Like, the truffles give you a decent amount, too. It's actually kind of crazy how fast you can get this one done. And I feel like it's kind of fun. Pretty nice. Run! And we'll burrow into there. See if we can grab another one. 2 more truffles. Pick up the truffle. Run away! I think we need that other one, then we should be fine. Not entirely sure, but I think so. There's this one. Oh, yep, we are gonna need the other one. Okay. Like the target. Wow. That's the only ability I have is bite. Holy bejeebus. Oh, that was enough to get it. Nice. Alright, and then we're just gonna shake it off, get out of that form. Let's see if he has anything on him that we can get. Healing power, nice. Looks like this one is the only one that we don't have unlocked, but I don't want to waste a whole lot of stuff on this. Oh, this will make you into a pork, another pig. That's funny. Do I have any of that? I don't have any accessories. That's crazy. All right, we're just gonna continue on. I think that we have 1 point of interest and then 1 heart left. I want to figure out where that point of interest is. Because I feel like I should have a point of interest maybe over here. I'm not entirely sure. We'll check. I mean, we can just teleport around and look, but I want to see. Because I feel like there should be one over here. Especially since I already did this. I feel like one should be over here, but I'm not sure if this is going to lead us into anything weird. But yeah, like the hero point's back there. I don't think this is going to lead us to anything. This might. Not entirely sure though. Alright. Almost figure this out. Okay, so no, that doesn't lead anywhere. And they're starting to run off, which is cool. Okay, we're gonna get out of there so we don't die. There's one there. No, there's 2 there. They should be fine. I feel like there should be one around here. There's one here, but then like there's nothing here. Unless it's over here, but let's see. Is it gonna just tell us? Oh, let's do this. We go escape, options, content guide, hide events and personal story. Okay, so now it says that we have to go over here and help the Seraph. That's this one, so we'll go here. This is just a quick way of figuring out what you need to do next. And this will basically, like, you still have your other quests, it just won't show up here on the little compass. Alright, so what do we got here? Destroy siege engines, defeat centaur guards, and then assault the camp. Destroy anything possible. Okay. So basically, we need to see if we can get inside the camp. That'd be cool. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Is there something inside the camp, maybe? Not entirely sure. There's a siege engine right here that we need to wreck its day. We can get up here. Oh, heck yeah. Wreck everything's day. Pow. Poof. The siege engine. Nice. Didn't really give us that much, though. I feel like it's probably better just to kill the centaurs. Yeah, it's about the same. I think I'm just going to destroy the centaurs. And I don't think that... Yeah, that can't be damaged, so that'll be fine. Oh. Oh. This can be destroyed, though. Heck yeah. broke it. Oh. Whoa. Heck yeah. Just add that to the account. So what I found basically was a crafting item that allows me to create sigils. And a sigil basically can be socketed into armor or weapons. And I don't know how good of one it was, but it was orange, which means it's exotic, which also means it's pretty much decently good for in-game. Whether or not I'll use it in-game depends on whether or not I actually have enough items to, you know, get to that point, but I don't see... But the other reason why I disabled the content on the map was basically so I can see whenever I get done with this heart, it'll tell me if there's like an unexplored area. And that's just another really good hint. I don't know if you guys knew about that or not, but I didn't for a long time. And I was like, why does it sometimes show me and sometimes doesn't? It only ever showed me that stuff whenever like I had completed a map. So I was like, oh, well, might want to do that at some point. There's a rich silver vein in there that I really want to go for, but I don't want to fight everything in there. It's fine. We'll just continue our massacre of all Zeesinthers. Guard. I wonder if I can just destroy this from like over here. They can't see me maybe. That'd be cool. Oh, they saw me. Nice, got it. Okay. So it says I have to go north. Ah, right there. See? And so I was like, what in the world? And I guess I just like kind of moused over it. But this should be the final thing we need for this map. And then we're done with Kessex Hills until we have to come back here for like any story content. So heck yeah. Kessex Hills complete. Let's go. What do we get? We got a mask. We got armor. Transmutation charge and 40 thin leather sections. Nice. Crafting materials are probably going to be like the biggest pain though, because at some point in time, basically you're going to have a hard time with storing all the content, which is kind of annoying, but nice. 15% magic vine. Let's go. All right, so now we basically have our story mission here. I don't know if it's going to lead us back to Kessex Hills, but now we have this completely explored. So the next one we're going to be able to go to is Gandarian Fields, which we might do. Oh, what? That was interesting. Complete events to help clean up the depth. Oh, heck yeah, cool. Got an achievement. So we're going to come right here to the Palace Waypoint, because then we'll start. I'll continue the storyline quest that we have. Okay, so it's over here. So we will start this in the next video. I think this is a letter saying that yep. So this is a explorer. Every time you complete a mission or complete a map, you'll basically get this set up. So this isn't based on any missions or anything. This is just saying, well, you completed this, and then it gives you an idea of where you can go next. So Gandarian Fields to the northeast offers new challenges. If you're looking for a change of scenery, head west. Or head due west into Brisbane Wildlands. I'm sure this won't be the last time you hear from us. So basically every time you complete a map, you get a letter in the mail. And you want to make sure that you get rid of those. Don't save them. Delete them as they go, because you only have a limit of 10 spots. And I think if they're filled up, I don't know if it deletes one to allow you to have more mail. But I think that it can also end up in a queue. So just be careful with that. Let me see if I have any more things. Can I get that done? I can. Nice. So all of my shouts are done. Train some more into that. So now if I go to my Valor, I go to my build. So nice. I have this that I can use. Gain toughness when wielding a shield, and shield skills gain reduced recharge. Not the best thing. I'm just going to pop it on just so it has something active there, because then I get this one as well. So... oh, it's not trained yet, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so next time we'll continue on with the story. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye!